All right, this video is about things you don't want to hear. The majority of domestic violence victims are males. Did you know that? We've got all these domestic violence coalitions and domestic violence thises and thatses that address only domestic violence against women. Meanwhile, men are afraid to defend themselves. Men have to be afraid to defend themselves against women. If she beats the hell out of your face for 20 minutes and you push her away from you so that you are not severely damaged, you are the one who's going to jail because you have a penis. Our society is entirely sexist towards men. I get told how much I owe women because I earn more than women. I don't earn more than women do. That's a fucking wives' tale. There's about 175 million men in the United States, and most of them don't make jack shit. Then we get to deal with the sexism in our society among law enforcement and hospitals. How horrible is that? A man can't be a victim. Of course not. His genitalia prevents it. We get to hear about how women, when it suits them, when it's in their favor, oh, I can't do that. I'm not strong like a man. Really? There are lots of women on this planet who could beat me to death on accident. I'm not a big man. Not all men are 6'4", 280 pounds of solid fucking muscle. Not all women are sweet and petite and 5 foot nothing. Now we get to deal with this sexism every day, and depending on how much money you have and how you look, that is what determines whether or not you are a human being as a male. That is what our society cares about. I don't know how many times, I've lost count of how many times I have seen women beating on a man in public because they know that they'll get away with it. They have all sorts of support when they do evil shit like that. I want you to think about that. I want you to look at it from a man's point of view. And in order to do that, we're going to have to twist it around a little bit. We're going to have to put a female in the male's position and a male in the female's position. If you go to the police because you were raped and the police say, hey, you just need to woman up, is that what the police are supposed to do? And how does that make you feel? You just need to woman up. There's a woman on here. I'm going to link this video because it is important. But there's a lot from this lady. A lot of it. Her site is called Roma Army Men's Rights. We ignore violence against men. That's what American society is all about. Men are held responsible for everything. Everything. Most of these women's rights groups are not after women's rights. They're not after equality. They are after servitude for the male population, which we are already serving our time. Being told that we're all pigs. Oh, here's another one of these punks, calls himself Rich Life. He makes a new profile for almost every video, and what do? I hide user on this channel. And blam, he's gone. Isn't that great? If only we could do that in real life. Male victims are victimized a lot. They're victimized for coming forward. There's a guy that I know in this town. His girlfriend has smacked him and beaten him repeatedly in front of me. She's gotten so severe, it's gotten to the point where I have literally, the only thing that keeps me from calling the cops is knowing that because he has a penis, he's probably going to be the one going to jail. Meanwhile, he spoke about that too. Oh, Rich Life already made a new profile. So we will hide user on this channel. You see how easy that is to do on the internet. This person loves to harass me. This person has made over 24 profiles to harass me. I want you to think about that. About how it is okay to treat me this way because I have a penis. I'm trying to get help stopping the abuse. But meanwhile, most of y'all want to pretend that this abuse cannot exist because I have a penis. There are 29 million male victims of sexual assault before the age of 18. Someone calling themselves Obi-Wan types, that's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. There's a lot more going on here, though. A lot more. I'm actually going to go to my history here. And this lady, I'm going to copy a few of these and post them over here in the live stream for you guys. Not that you actually give a shit, but if you do, you can look it up for yourself. It's not that women commit less crimes than men. It's that our sexist society allows women to get away with things that we won't even allow a man to get away with possibly thinking. A man might have thought about you sexually. Oh no! While you're posting up on your Facebook about how you need to get your guts squished, about how you need penis. You're not going to get mine. You're a man hater. No matter what I do in a relationship, you are always going to blame it on me. I don't want that. And that's something that we get to hear a lot about as men. You know, there's all these women out there who are looking for a good man. Don't fucking sell me your bullshit. Oh, here's another one. Rich Life. This is the third account that Rich Life has had on here. The first one is Road Trips of Rich Life Crybaby Bitch, and this one says Rich Life of Gay. So what are we going to do? Hide user on this channel. Again, It is so easy to do that. So easy. On the internet. In real life, what do you do? In real life, what do you do when you are being victimized by these people? It's not just women who are like this. We got a bunch of little fucking bitch ass men, and I mean bitch ass. These men will do anything that a woman says. They automatically agree with everything that a woman says. Why? Because they think they're going to get some. Some what? It doesn't matter what they think they're going to get some of. It doesn't matter at all. The fact is that they want something. Now we got to deal with a lot of this stupidity. Let's see. Men's issues society ignores and blames on men, part 2. Well, let's copy that link address. We'll put it here too. This lady speaks about a lot of issues that I've spoken out about for years. Years. Body shaming. You shame men all the time. This woman, she speaks about how whether a man is creepy or not is dependent upon his looks and his money. Imagine that. It's not like I haven't said these things myself. I live in the United States of America. I know what the United States of America is like, especially from the bottom. Here's one. It's called Female Privilege Be Like. Let's see. We will copy link address and we'll post this one up too. It's a tough fight. Here's another one. This woman makes all the same points that I make, but she has a vagina, so you might listen to her. You probably won't. But again, she's female, so you're more likely to. That's part of the reason that she has got the channel that she does and the followers that she does. It's because she's female. When a man says these things, he is told that he is a toxic male. And Rich Life of, this is his 4th profile of the day, or sorry, 4th profile of just this video. And it's Rich Life of, well, some words I'm not going to say. I am going to take a picture of it, and then I am going to do the same thing that I do with the other ones. We'll go to the side here. It says hide user on this channel. Again, it's easy to do on the internet. It's not so easy in real life. Here's a good one. This sexism towards men needs to stop. The victimization of men needs to stop. You know, it's been proven that women are more likely to exhibit narcissistic behaviors. But then again, a man is more likely to be diagnosed. Women are more likely to be the physical aggressor in a relationship than the man. But the man is more likely to go to jail. Women are at least, and this depends on which site you're asking, between 5 and 11 times more likely to be stalkers. A man's life can be ruined by One woman telling a lie because she doesn't want to get in trouble. A man can literally go to prison over a woman's opinion, whereas a man can have evidence backed up by more evidence and even more evidence, and even then, it's damn near impossible to get a conviction against a woman because we live in a sexist society. Most of the people that pretended like they were my friends when Natalie died showed me that they are toxic. They are toxic women. If you want to talk about toxic men, let us talk about toxic women. When you get all fucked up on drugs, and then you want to treat the only man in your life who's not treating you like a $2 hooker, like he's the bad guy, you are toxic as fuck. When you are raped by your ex-boyfriend, and then you hate men because of it, but you go back to your ex-boyfriend and you still talk shit about all men, you are with your predator. None of these other men are your predators. If your predator's name is Andrew, and Andrew beat you and raped you, men did not beat you and rape you, Andrew did. There are a lot of men in the United States who were molested as children. I was one of them. But I'm not allowed to say that because then it demasculates me. Then I'm no longer a man. That's what our society teaches. You talk about how you don't like assholes, but you only date assholes. That last asshole that you dated, you knew that he beat up 3 of your friends that he had dated previously. You're no longer friends with those people because you want the dick. But then you want to shame men as if all men want is sex. You know, I see more women trying to, what's the word they use on cops? Solicit sex. That's what it's called. Soliciting sex is against the law. It doesn't matter if there's money involved or not. Now, for a woman, if she solicits you for sex, nobody's going to care. They're going to tell you, man, you should have enjoyed it. But if you're nice to a woman, this is the part that's the most disgusting about our society today. If you are nice to a woman, it must mean that you're after her vagina. No, I didn't help out Miss Jerry because I wanted her vagina. I helped out Miss Jerry. I helped her move 7 different times out of abusive relationships and abusive households because I believed her bullshit. I believed her sob stories. When I help people out, it's never about sex. Not for me, anyway. Now, we got situations like with Crystal Beauchamp, who is a severe alcoholic, and she had some men who were trying to take advantage of her, and I escorted her home. I walked her all the way to her home. I did not pass the threshold, and I even held her hair back while she puked in the bushes on the way there. Now, when we got to her house, she had an expectation of sex. She was drunk. She was taught that if a man does something like that, you're supposed to offer him up sex. Well, I didn't want sex. So she felt rejected, and she was abusive to me almost every time I saw her after that, except for the other 2 times where she pulled the same shit. That's right, folks. I rescued Crystal Beauchamp on 3 separate occasions. On all 3 of those occasions, she wanted to offer sex. On all 3 of those occasions, I turned her down. And on all 3 of those occasions, she decided that because she was rejected, it was okay to make my life hell. I keep getting told, you just got to learn that no means no. Men just got to learn that no means no. Well, with all due respect, no means no, regardless of what fucking genitalia you have, dumbass. Happy Christmas.